I remember the first time that EXO showed up on stage, I didn't really know how to react. All I know is that everyone around me was screaming. It felt like time has stopped. Hi everyone, I am Karen, 32 years old. I work as a director for content and a lifestyle writer, and I'm an XOL. So I first got into EXO back in 2018. I'm actually sort of a late bloomer because the group debuted officially in 2012 with 12 official members, and down the road some of the members left. So they have 9 right now, and some of them are in the military. I was a big fan of Korean variety shows, Running Man in particular. And there was this one day in 2018 when I was watching an old episode, and the theme was first generation idols versus third generation idols. And two of the members, Kai and Sehun, were the guests. So after I finished the episode, I just thought to myself na, ma-search kaya sila sa YouTube. And I remember the first ever video that I watched of EXO was their dance practice for Monster, which is actually one of their biggest hits and is my favorite song until now. The next thing I know, I was searching more of their old videos, their old concerts, and then I started knowing all of their names. And then the crack videos, I also started watching them, which are fan edited videos. And then it's just down the rabbit hole from there. Of course, I appreciate them for their music, for their performances, their personalities, and their looks. Syempre kasama yan sa pagiging K-pop fangirl or fanboy. But I guess what really attracted me to them is the fact that when I first found out about the group, it was during a phase in my life when I was having sort of really heavy personal problems. And I guess this is something that other K-pop followers can relate to. When you start following a certain group or a certain band, it's not really just about the group itself. It's like you're involving yourself with a community or a family. And that's what happened to me with EXO. When I started getting into them, I really felt less alone. And even though I know that they will probably not even know that I exist ever, it's just that getting to know this group and getting into the fandom itself really helped improve my mental health. My bias is EO or Kyungsoo, and my bias wrecker is Baekhyun. For Kyungsoo, I really like him because he's such a breath of fresh air in an industry where you would think everything is manufactured to perfection, because he's very much himself. He's an introverted guy, and he's the type of idol na parang kahit nakaharap siya sa camera, if he doesn't want to speak or if he doesn't want to do AO, he really wouldn't do it. So I guess he's really relatable. And then for Baekhyun, I like him because he's the exact opposite of Kyungsoo. He is such a funny guy. He has an amazing personality. His voice is great, of course, and he just feels so familiar. Parang yung barkada mo lang, yung favorite barkada mo na wala, nakakatawa lang siya. One of my most favorite places during my trip was the SM Entertainment building. So this is the exact same building that all SM idols use for their meetings and for their dance trainings. And when you visit this, you can go to this special marketplace that they have on their basement where you can buy different souvenirs and idol themed gifts. And exactly across this market is the same exact training room that all SM artists use whenever they practice for their comebacks. So when I went there, I was lucky enough to chance upon some idols practicing inside this training room. And the way this training room is designed is it's covered by soundproof glass and a curtain. So, hindi mo talaga kita kung sino yung idol na nandun sa loob. But, you can see their shadows and their silhouettes moving inside. During that time, it was in 2018. It was also the same month that EXO just had their comeback for their 5th album, which is Tempo. So I also have a very strong feeling that it was them inside. Another memory that I had was when I visited the COEX Museum for SM Entertainment. So you can see there the awards that their idols got, their costumes, and then you can also buy some merch and have some cupcakes and special drinks that are idol themed. So another place that I made sure to visit during my trip to Korea was one of the restaurants being managed by the family. So it's Park Chan-yeol's restaurant. It's called Viva Polo. And I remember when I went there, the manager on duty, I'm not really sure who she is, but basing from her features alone, she really looks a lot like Chan-yeol and his sister. The place is really just a mini shrine for EXO, and it's full of exclusive photos and signatures from the members. And when I went there, I also made sure to ask for the favorite menu items of the members, and I ordered the favorite pasta of PO because he's my bias, and the food is actually great. Unfortunately, the place is closed now, but for other EXO fans who are planning to go to Korea soon, I think you can still visit the cafe being managed by the sister of Kai. So that's another thing that other EXO fans can add to their itinerary. I remember it was a very stressful time for me and my best friend, who is also an EXO-L, because securing tickets is really, really hard. Initially, we were only planning to buy online, but it's impossible to do it. You really have to line up. And unfortunately, we weren't able to secure tickets during the first day, but since a lot of fans requested for an extra day, SM Entertainment opened up a second day for the concert. So I was also worried because I was in another vacation trip overseas during the ticket selling. So I begged my best friend to line up for me, and we were able to get VIP seats. It was all worth it. Going to that concert is such a precious memory and experience for me. No matter how long you've been following and supporting a group, nothing can really prepare you for the first time that you see them live. I remember the first time that EXO showed up on stage, I didn't really know how to react. All I know is that everyone around me was screaming. It felt like time has stopped. So it was such a special experience, and I'm going to be keeping that with me for as long as I am an EXO fan, which I guess will be forever.